Okay, we're going to take a look at making a research paper for popcorn and putting in citations as well as a bibliography. First, we want to give it some sort of title. I'm going to name this one Popcorn. Short and simple. All right, when you're doing the research, the first thing you have to use a resource from your textbook. So we want to add on a resource. Let's use the Easy Bibliography, Manage Bibliography. It comes up over to the side. This is through the Google Drive or Google Docs. When you want to insert your textbook, so I got some information from my textbook. To speed it up, I've already pre-typed this information. I will go copy it. And I will paste it here in my document. Okay, this was pre-typed. We want to make sure that we indent, but I found that molecules expand when thermal energy causes a change in state of matter from liquid to gas. I also found a gas molecule takes up more space than a liquid because the molecules are more spread apart. Now, when you're using the Google Drive, you have to insert your own citations. So I want to let everyone know that I got this information from my textbook, which was written by a corporation, the McGraw-Hill Companies. So I'm going to put in McGraw-Hill Company, and this was published in 2012. Okay, there's my citation. The end punctuation will come after the citation. And that basically says that all of this information, which is in my own words, came from this textbook. Okay, and now I have to add that to my bibliography. Okay, I'm going to delete where it was already added and show you how to add it. Make sure it's under book, and then we're going to type in the title of our book, which was Grade 6I Science. Search for this, and if we look down, here is our textbook, 2012 McGraw-Hill iScience. We're going to select that one. And this will automatically add it. You can see it added right here to my bibliography. So at the end, I can post up my bibliography. Okay. Now I need to add some more resources. Okay. So I'm going to go through some websites, and maybe I type in how does popcorn pop? How does popcorn pop? Okay. And I want to know what makes popcorn pop. Here, this looks like a great website. So I go to it, and maybe I just use a little bit of the information on this website. I like what it says right here. Each kernel of popcorn contains a small drop of water stored inside a circle of soft starch. Popcorn needs between 13.5 and 14% moisture to pop. The soft starch is surrounded by the kernel's hard outer shell. Our outer surface. Now, I don't want to put exactly that. I need to put this into my own words. Okay? So I'm going to go back and I'm going to try to rewrite what this statement was, but put it in my own words. I've already typed it to save time. So I go up here and I found that right here, okay, is that same information in my own words. And you don't have to, but sometimes people will write according to, and they'll put the author of the particular article. In this article, it was written by the Popcorn Board. We can see right over here. Whoops. Okay? It was written by the Popcorn Board, so I put according to the Popcorn Board. Okay? According to the Popcorn Board, each kernel of popcorn contains a little moisture. Notice I changed the words. Instead of a small drop of water, I put a little moisture, which when heated will expand and the popcorn kernel will then pop. The best moisture for a kernel to have would be between 13.5 and 14%. Now, I want to insert my citation to let everyone know where this information came from. Some people believe that this already takes the place of a citation, but for demonstration purposes, we're going to insert the citation. I'm going to put the author's name, Popcorn Board, right here. And then I'm going to put the date that it was actually last updated on the internet, which was 2014, okay, the year. There's my citation, add the end punctuation. Now I need to make sure I add that in over here to my bibliography. So I'm going to go back to that page. I click on this URL address, okay, the whole thing. And then I'm going to right click, copy, and move back to my document. I want to change on my Easy Bibliography Maker this to website. I'm going to paste the URL address inside of here and hit search. And it quickly finds the site that I'm looking for, so I hit select. Okay, and it added it right into my bibliography. You'll notice it's in here twice. That's because I had already had this one added in. So next I'm going to look for some more information. So I might look up something else about popcorn. Maybe I'll go back, find another site that might help me to understand, oh, the science behind how popcorn pops. This one looks good. So I go here and I find some information. This is interesting. When the popcorn reaches a temperature of 180 degrees, the pressure inside the kernel is around 135 psi, which is sufficient or enough pressure to rupture the popcorn hole. It basically turns the kernel inside out. So I want to use some of this, but I need to put it in my own words. Again, I pre-type this to help save time, and I go back to my document and put in here. Once the popcorn kernel is heated to 180 degrees Celsius, the pressure or moisture inside, the water moisture inside the kernel will expand and increase the pressure until the kernel bursts open. So I'm going to copy this. Again, this was pre-typed in my own words. I put the same thing, but I reworded it. And now I need to put in a citation again. Okay, for my citation, I'm going to write where I got that information, which was Learn How Popcorn Works 2014, or I may even want to put the author's name if it has an author. And here it says Anne Marie Helmenstein. So I'm going to put in Helmenstein and the date that it was published, the last date that this was updated, and usually you find that at the bottom of the page here, 2014. So I'm going to go back to my document and put in Helmenstein 2014. Okay, but I need to add that to my bibliography again. So I'm going to copy the URL once again and add it as a website to my bibliography. Search. Boom, I found it. Good deal, that's added. So now I have 3 resources. I need one more resource, and I'm looking for information that tells me which kernel is going to pop the fastest out of my brands. Pop Weaver, Pop Secret, Act 2, or Orville Redenbacher's. There are sites out there. You may have to search a little bit more, but once you find that information, you will add it to your research in your own words. I forgot an end punctuation here. And at the very end, then you can type your conclusion paragraph, where you will restate the important facts and details that help you to develop your hypothesis. You would actually be restating these, and then you would actually put in your hypothesis in an if, then, because format. If I test these 4 brands of popcorn, then I think that, or don't say I think, then Act 2 will pop the most kernels because according to this resource, and this resource, it was the best popcorn. Okay? That's how you would do your research paper. At the very end, you will put a page break in. Okay? You could go up here and put insert page break. And that's when you would then add your bibliography. It should have 4 resources, and mine only has 3, and it will post it up for you. All right, well, I hope this helped you out. See ya.